Today I'm excited to show you 15 things from the Dollar Tree that you need in your sewing room. The dollar store is full of treasures. They have a great craft and sewing section. But I'm also going to show you some cool things that you can use in your sewing room from other sections of the store. I'm sharing organizational hacks, sewing tools you will have to have in your sewing room, and even this little paint project to help you design quilts. So let's dump this out and see what's inside. Before we get into the hacks, let's talk about dollar store fat quarters. There isn't a huge selection of styles in the fat quarter section, but they are 100% cotton. So I love these two fabrics I got. This flamingo fabric is really cute, and then this confetti paint one. These feel like a decent quality, especially for $1.25. So make sure the fabric section is your first stop at the dollar store. Next, I grabbed this clear organizer case. It just looks like it was made to be a sewing kit. Grab this container in the office supplies section. The compartments in this organizer are the perfect size for little notions that you need in a sewing kit. Stick your favorite threads, needles, scissors, and embroidery floss for on-the-go sewing. If you like to sew a lot of the same thing all at once, this hack's for you. These are basic manila file folders that you can find in the office supply section. And we're going to use these to make sturdy templates. Whenever I am batch sewing and using a paper pattern, my pattern is usually worn out by the time I'm done with a couple of my projects. To make a thicker template that lasts longer, trace your paper pattern on the manila folder and cut it out. Now just use your template as you would any other paper template. You can still use pins with these templates, and you can cut multiple layers all at once. If you are always losing your scissors, this hack is for you. This next hack involves these retractable card holders. So these are found in the office supply section, and this is something a teacher might wear for their badge. But we're going to use this to create a holder for our scissors so that we can keep them handy. So just find your little scissors. I like to have these little scissors for cutting threads off of my project as I'm sewing. If you like to do embroidery, something like this is great to have handy. So unsnap your retractable cord holder, and we're just going to snap it over the scissors. I'm going to put it on this side, and then you have this clippable scissor holder. You can clip this on your shirt, and then your scissors are always right where you can find them. You can find these wire bins in the organizing section. They're super cute gold wire, and they are the perfect size for pre-cut fabrics. These bins hold 5-inch charm packs perfectly. You can flip through them easily and find your fabrics. They're also great for a stack of fat quarters. Lint rollers are a necessity in your sewing room. I love this little mini 2-pack that I found at the dollar store, and I'm going to show you how to use it. If you like to sew with pre-cut fabrics, you probably know that the edges shed so many little fibers. Use a lint roller to clean them up super quickly. This will also get all the extra threads off your projects. If you sew a lot, you probably have a few pencils that need sharpening from time to time. I use fabric marking pencils to mark my fabric, and also wax transfer pencils for embroidery projects. But when I need to sharpen them, I never have a sharpener handy, so that's why I recommend getting one of these. While you're in the office supply section, grab a pack of binder clips. Binder clips are a great way to hold fabrics together while you sew them. These are especially great when you're holding a bunch of layers together, like when you're quilting or attaching binding. I love binder clips for this because they're much stronger than a sewing clip. This little tin is just a little holder, but it has a magnet on the back. So if you have magnetic storage, it's great, but I'm going to show you a little trick for using this with your sewing. This holder is just the right size for a bunch of pins or safety pins. I love that you can use the magnet on the back to pick up pins and hold them while you're working on a project. Next, the bath section has hand towels, which is a great little piece of terry cloth fabric. These come in a few different colors, and they're about the size of a fat quarter, which means you can use it for a lot of little projects. These are great for absorbent projects like burp cloths or reusable paper towels. I was so excited to find boba tea straws. These are bubble straws. They are used in any drinks like boba or a drink that has tapioca pearls. This is a 50-pack, so it's a lot, but I'm going to show you why you need at least one of these in your sewing room. This is the best hack for turning tubes and straps. You will never go back to your old way. For this, you just need one boba straw and a chopstick. I couldn't find chopsticks at the dollar store, but I had one on hand. This works with tubes of fabric that either have one open end or both open ends. The first step is to stick your boba straw into the tube that is turned inside out. And then at the top, we are going to push the chopstick down, catching that fabric, and push the chopstick through the straw. As you push the chopstick down, the fabric will come out on the other side of the straw, right side out. Dollar Tree has these adorable little iron-on patches, and they have so many designs. These are $1.25 and you get 2. In this case, you get 4. These are great for decorating clothes and bags, also for repairing them. And I like to use patches to reinforce the knees on my kids' leggings. Before applying, take off the glue dot from the back of your patch, then place it on your clothing wherever you want it. Use a press cloth, which is just 100% cotton, to press your patch until the glue melts. This should take about 15 to 20 seconds. Press from the other side so you get the back of the patch. This is a quick and fun project that will make your kids' pants last longer. This next item is a little spendy. This is from the $5 section, but it is a rotating bath organizer. This is the perfect little organizer to have at your sewing table because it holds all the items you might need to grab. Keep it next to your sewing machine filled with your rotary cutters, scissors, fabric markers, and anything you might want to keep handy. Over in the laundry section, I found this scarf hanger, and we're going to use it to hold fabric. Apparel fabrics can often be hard to store because they don't fold super well and they're hard to stack. So this is a great hack for holding those drapey fabrics like knits. Just pull your fabric through the holes and then hang it up. My dollar store only had one of these hangers, but I need to find some more because they are perfect for displaying your fabric so you can easily find it. I have a great hack for these removable hooks and your sewing machine. We're just going to use one of these hooks. They already have the sticky part attached to the back, so peel off that backing paper, and you can see that there's a little edge there. We're going to use that to guide our fabric with a seam guide. So just push it down where you want it on your sewing machine. Now use the clip as your seam guide to get even seams. This is a little bit wider of a seam allowance than I normally use, but you can align your needle to the right to make it smaller. And when you're done, just remove it by pulling on the strip. On the wooden craft aisle, they have these mini blocks, and I'm going to show you how to make them into a fun design tool that you can use to design quilts or quilty projects. Grab these beauty blenders from the beauty section. We're going to use these as paint sponges. These are great because they don't leave marks. We'll also need Mod Podge and colored paint, plus some painter's tape. There are so many types of quilt blocks you can make with these blocks. To make half square triangles, tape along the diagonal of the blocks. First, we're gonna make a bleed layer with the Mod Podge. So just get your beauty blender and use the Mod Podge, dab it onto the blocks. The Mod Podge will be a clear leak layer so that if the paint leaks through the tape, it will be clear. Once that's dry, grab your acrylic paint and we're gonna paint on the half square triangles. You can get creative and paint different colors on each side. Make sure you include some solid blocks. You can even do quarter square triangles. Now have fun arranging and rearranging these blocks to create your own quilt designs. Thanks for watching. For more sewing tips, click the video above.